don't hear about it is because they were up in the mountainside. So every time the Greeks and the Italians and the Romans and everybody came in order to try to colonize them, they rolled those big boulders down and killed them. So finally the Europeans said, well, we're not going to be going back up in there anymore. Well, when you go to Benin, the little children come running down to you. They're very friendly and everything. Black as this, blonde hair and blue eyes. You find them with every hair color, with every eye color, and with every skin color, all mixed up into the human beings that they are. So it's clear that we were here with everything needed to start the world, and it continues to do, but you never hear about them at all. But the children come, it's Benin. You don't even hear about it. They've been trying now to filter out too many of the people there because they don't want the world to know that a world existed of people of every color before the world was what we know it as being today. So they try not to let us know exactly what it is that's going on with us. Can you imagine a child blue-eyed, blonde hair, and skin as black as pitch? Okay? And then you see them with green eyes, with gray eyes, with hazel eyes, with eyes that just all you can see are the pupils, and with all color hair and all color everything. They're not the least bit concerned about how they look because that's the way their whole continent is. So they see everybody as being just the way it is. It's our having been trained to think otherwise that makes it difficult for us. And another thing, Queen Nefertari, she had two little boys, and Akhenaten, who was her husband, you should see the picture of the true Nefertari. They have changed that, and the most horrendous change that they made was in the Statue of Liberty. When you see the first pictures of the Statue of Liberty, she had chains on her ankles, right? She had a nose that had the outcasting of it instead of its being a pointed nose. She had lips that came out with the big lips that you like to kiss when you got a man, you know, because they kiss pretty good when your lips are big. Big lips and everything like that. So they made her so that if you see the picture of her, you would never, ever know that that was not the person, but our Statue of Liberty. Big nose, big lips, facial structure, 100% African.
Speaking to the mic.
And it was sent to the continent by the French because the French had already gone over there and done some colonization, and they gave that to the United States for it to then mark the entrance into the island when you come to the United States. But they changed that thing because they didn't want anything looking over the United States of America that didn't look like white people. And the Scottish people, they started from a black African woman who was named Scottus. And so Scotland is part of an African beginning about which they never say anything to you at all. So, you know, they can say anything they want to say about who we are. They don't know who they are, but we do, and if we acknowledge who we are, we don't have any explaining to do to anybody anyway. Doesn't make any difference, okay?